VFW is brought to us by Joe Begos. Is that how you say his name? The director of Bliss, which I just got to see a few weeks ago and had reviewed here on the channel, which I enjoyed it a good amount. But man, was this a better movie. Holy shit, I loved this. This is just a pure fun, turn off your brain and enjoy the splatter. I'm going to buy this movie. I want this in full HD. The copy that I was watching online was not very good. I could not get the freaking picture to clear up. It was just abysmal. So I would love to see this in they're making a 4K copy of this. Okay, so I might have to pick that copy up. Blu-ray for sure. But God, I have so many things to say about this movie that are just incredible to me. But let's say, I don't know which one I want to say first and foremost. I'll go with the cast. Now, typically, I'm that guy who is tired of seeing these ensemble casts in horror of all of the icons. The Robert Englund and Kane Hodder and, all the obvious guys that they get together to make one of these movies. I'm so fucking overseeing them all together. I just am. I'm done with it. I mean, I'm fine with one or two of them, but it's been done so many times. The Hatchet movies do it. Fucking everybody does it at this point. I'm tired of it. But this movie, on the other hand, takes a ton of other actors that never get these kinds of roles, really. I mean, a couple of them do, but for the most part, these are all guys. This is like a cast that I was just so excited to see together, and man, they played well off of each other. It's so hard to even get into how many people are in this film, but I was absolutely blown away by the cast, because you've got Stephen Lang, obviously, from Don't Breathe and Avatar and whatnot, but Don't Breathe would be his big horror credit. He's made plenty of other things as well, but I think that's probably where the horror fans would know him best from. You've got, Jesus Christ, you've got so many people in this movie, it's really hard to even focus. You even got freaking Reese from Karate Kid movies. You've got William Sadler in here, which I know a lot of people would know William Sadler from like Shawshank Redemption or something, but we horror fans know him as Breaker from Tales from the Crypt Presents Demon Knight, which is a fantastic film. You've got George Wendt in here, which of course I know. A lot of people know him for other things, of course, but I always know him as the dude from House. And he's got a fantastic line in that I always love to quote. But you've also, as I said, I could just go on and on and on with all the people that are in this movie. But an incredible ensemble cast of not lesser known, because it's got Sully from Commando in this. It's just got everything. And I just loved seeing. I was like, oh, he's in this. Oh shit, he's in this. Oh shit, he's in this. Oh shit, she's in this. Oh shit. It was so cool to see. It was absolutely so cool to see. So the cast was one thing for sure, absolutely sold me. But everyone, I don't feel like this was a paycheck film for them. Like, I feel like they got the tone of this movie. Essentially, this movie felt like an escape from New York. It kind of had a little bit of a feel of that. It had a feel of Assault on Precinct 13. So some very heavy Carpenter vibes. It also had some aesthetics of something like a hobo with a shotgun, which kind of plays into the escape from New York. So we'll just go kind of escape from New York, Assault on Precinct 13. Essentially what happens is there's this drug that's taken over the streets, and the Earth is in these times. I don't know where this is supposed to take place. Maybe they say, I can't remember, honestly. Maybe on multiple watches I'll figure that out. But regardless, oh wait, no, it's like in I can't remember where it's at. I did watch this like 3 days ago, but whatever. I haven't been able to film at all until I just got home from vacation. But yeah, so anyway, so this drug has kind of ran through the streets, and everyone's addicted to it, and the gangs have run out of control. Drug addicts are everywhere, craziness. And this girl ends up stealing a ton of these drugs because of something that happens, and she's pissed off. So she runs away with these drugs. She runs into a veterans bar that's run by Stephen Lang, and he has all of his old veteran buddies there with him. And then the drug addicts outside want their drugs back, so they constantly come in waves, like horde mode, into this bar and just get hacked to bits throughout this film. There must be 100 deaths in this movie, and probably 50 of them are on screen. The gore is phenomenal. I mean, yes, it doesn't look uber realistic. I don't give a shit. Throw tons of gore at the screen and give me really fun characters with fun dialogue, put them in a great situation. The music is fan-fucking-tastic. The music, guys, I saw The Invisible Man, I saw this, and I saw The Lodge all back to back, and I loved all three. And I really had a hard time picking what's my favorite. I'm still kind of leaning towards The Lodge because it does appeal a little bit more to my tastes, like kind of the psychological, isolated, blah, blah, blah. But this one also appeals to another side of me, which is that gore hound, that lover of old cinema, that throwback kind of feel, but not overly done. There's the homages, but they're like tasteful homages. They're not outright thievery. Like, this movie is aware of what it is. It has tons of fun with itself. The characters all play it perfectly. They're like really in between that like deadpan seriousness, but also kind of adding a little bit of levity and kind of comedic flavor to the film, because the film kind of exists in both of those at once. And man, it's never like over the top goofy, and it never takes itself too seriously. It's just that perfect balance, that perfect even blend. This is the best film I've seen from this director, and I just hope that he continues to keep making stuff like this, because I could gush about this movie all day. This is a day one. March 31st is when it drops on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. I'm probably going to get the Blu-ray, but I might splurge and end up honestly getting the 4K, because I think this is and the colors too. Oh shit, man. There's a lot of like neon colors being used here, so you almost got some Italian inspiration here as well. So Carpenter, Italian, freaking music's incredible. Like, it's just great, man. Now, of course, don't expect some thick plot and fantastic dramatic acting. That's not this kind of movie. This movie is pure fun for nostalgic 80s horror fans like myself, who just want to turn their brain off and watch a bunch of kids get hacked to fuck all by a bunch of rad actors that they remember from tons of shit throughout their life. What a fucking blast this film was. Couldn't recommend it higher than I am right now. Watch all three of the films I just said: Invisible Man, The Lodge, VFW. Awesome triple feature. Holy shit, was I lucky. 2020 is off to a bang. Hell yeah. Adios.